Hello there, this is Adana, and today I wanted to talk to you about what I did for the full moon. Um, you can't see it, but my cat is jumping up on the table. Hi, Xerxes. Oh, come on. He's a big boy. Say hello to the people, Xerxes. Not that close, buddy. He's just a shy little thing. Not so little anymore. So for this full moon, I did a ritual. And for the first time, I actually did my ritual outside. And it's not the first time I've ever done it outside, but it's the first time I've ever done a ritual outside here in my current apartment. And I didn't realize this in the middle of the ritual, but afterwards I had a huge epiphany. And that epiphany was connected to me thinking, why I was so hesitant to actually do a ritual outside. I mean, we have huge privacy fence surrounding our little courtyard, I guess you could call it, a little yard that's attached to our apartment. And we're incredibly lucky to have this place. This is a beautiful place. And for the price, it's really not bad. I mean, so why didn't I do this before? And I realized fear. It was always fear. And then the more I thought about it, the more I realized, and I'm sorry about the noise, we have a wooden roof, and that kind of just magnifies all the sound that comes from outside. So that's rain. And it's not even a bad rain. So anyway, I realized that it was fear. Fear has been controlling my life, and I've let it for all this time. And I don't even know how long this has been going on, but for ages, for at least the past year, I have been letting my own fear get in the way of me doing the things I want to do. And then I thought back to the sort of thing that I had been working on in my spiritual practice before I got frustrated and took a break. And I realized the reason things didn't happen the way they were intended to, that I was working on, was because I put myself in my own way. I prevented it from happening by acting out of fear. And, sorry, I have the Roku on and it's playing YouTube, so let's pause that. Autoplay feature is awesome, by the way. Love my Roku. The only complaint I have about my Roku is that I cannot leave comments when I'm watching YouTube on the Roku. I have to go to a computer to do it. And I'll be honest, I get a little lazy on doing that. I'm going to try to make an effort to be better, though. And part of the reason, other than the whole being lazy thing, was fear. Again, this plays into the whole epiphany. I feared being rejected by the people that I wanted to reach out to. So I would make a comment or not make just one comment, something that you couldn't really reply much to. And I just didn't make the effort because I had a fear of being rejected. And that's horrible. I mean, everyone has fears. Everyone fears rejection at one point or another, but that's horrible for me to let it just run my life like that. But now that I have realized what it's been doing, I can't just sit here and allow it to continue to happen. I have to do something about it. But me doing something about it, that's a different video, I think, because seeing as how I just realized that this is going on, and over the past couple days I've been thinking about the areas that it's actually affected and all. And sorry, I have this isn't dirt, this is eraser dust. I guess you could consider that dirt. But I was erasing stuff for my Book of Shadows, which is another video. And it's everywhere. I forgot to clear it off before I started the video up. But for my ritual, I went outside and I sat down in front of my little plants. I only have a basil that's really growing. Neighbor cat came over and pretty much dug up all my seedlings and destroyed them. Can't really blame them. They were all stuff the cats like, and that was done on purpose, but not for the intention of the cat destroying it, but so that I could have plants that were safe for my cats, and so that I could make a sort of like a homemade blend of catnip, you know, for my cats. And that kind of fell through when everything got destroyed. So I sat out there in front of my plants, and I took a few minutes to just think about it, just calm down, take a few breaths. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. And my intention wasn't so much to honor the moon that night as it was to do a bit of work, you know. And part of that was using my tarot and oracle cards, and this is my oracle cards. It's from Earth Magic, and these are the cards that I use. Rather easier to do it this way. Compassion, love, music, just harmony. Sorry, there's a glare. I can't really do much about that. There we go. Agreement, synergy. And then I had the tarot cards from the only tarot deck I actually have, which is the Medieval Cat Tarot that I've had for ages. The Sun. Four of Wands. Sorry. And the Ten of Cups. And I really focused on these cards, and I've been actually bringing these out and focusing on them every day since, because I've been sort of feeding my little spell that I have going. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna say what my spell is about. If you know a little bit about tarot cards, you probably already know what it was. But yeah, see, basically I just sat down, I just relaxed, breathed, focused, stated my intention, and just really talked, I guess, to the divine goddess. And I think it was the first time that I ever actually just talked to her like a friend. And that was powerful, I gotta say. That was some pretty powerful stuff. And you know, I explained why each card was there, my intent for the ritual, everything as I was going, like I would be explaining it to you. And I took my little candle, which, by the way, I actually thought this was red all the way through. I did not realize it was a cheapie. I guess that's the risk you run when you find candles at the Goodwill. So I thought this was red all the way through. Turns out it's not. By the time I realized I was a little late, but I anointed this with lavender oil because it's the only scented oil that I really have, and it fit for my purpose. And I rolled it in some herbs, which is in here. Let's see. And my herb blend is really very simple. Oh, you can't really see it. Bad lighting. Yeah, but it smells amazing though. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the blend is really very simple. It has lavender buds, rosemary, basil, and chili powder. I wanted to use some kind of a chili, but all I had was chili powder, so that's what went in it. And of course, you know, I charged that just like I charged my candle, and I put them on top of my crystals, which is rose quartz, clear quartz, and malachite. When all was said and done, I wrote down on a piece of paper my intention, folded it up, sealed it with some of the wax, and I did roll this in the herb. I don't know if I told you that already. And yeah, so I set it in the seashell because my whole spell I had intended on calling the Greek goddess Aphrodite. And when I sat down and started speaking, it wasn't Aphrodite that came out of my mouth. I wasn't really thinking, I was just going with the flow, and Artemis, that's what came out. So instead of using Aphrodite as I had originally planned, I just used Artemis as the goddess that I called in the ritual that I talked to. And I don't know if it would have worked out any better with Aphrodite, to be honest. Probably not, because I don't really have a connection with Aphrodite. Not the way I do with Artemis. I've always been fascinated by Artemis, the longest time. I always loved her stories. I've loved her personality. I love the fact that she was a virgin, and not a literal physical virgin, but, you know, an independent woman. I didn't need anyone. I really loved that about her, and I guess it all just came together the way it was supposed to be, the way it was meant to be, and it was really powerful. I have to say that was probably the best full moon I've ever had. So every night since my little spell, I've been continuing to charge the herbs, and I feed my candle. I meditate and visualize, and put a little pinch in here. I'm probably going to have to let it burn down quite a bit, though, before I put another pinch in, just because if there's too much gunk in there, it doesn't burn the right way. And as you can see, my cat, this was just supposed to be a stand. It wasn't supposed to have all this wax in here. My cat decided that he was going to be a little dick and bat at my candle. He already bats at my my incense sticks, and now he's going after my candles. So if I have anything burning, it has to be literally in front of my face. I cannot walk away to the bathroom. I cannot go to the kitchen to get something to drink. I can't get up to find the remote that I lost. I have to have my full attention on it at all times, because let me tell you, he's burnt a hole in my carpet from knocking over my incense already, and it's driving me nuts. But there's not much I can do about that other than keep an eye on things. So yeah, I thought I would make this video, let you guys know what I have been up to. Well, I didn't really say what I was up to, but you know what I did for the full moon. And yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with everyone. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.